So I guess Tate, remember the other day, it was a couple weeks ago, Tate made a whole advertisement video where he's like, ooh, I'm buying a $500,000 car, guys. And then we never saw that car actually show up to his house or anything. Now he's at a dealership looking at another car. No, this is a completely different car.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Dude Spanking Dude says, when I tried to explain to my dad that Trump is trying to take away trans people's rights, he says it's not going to pass and that he's going to leave me enough money to sustain myself. He thinks that if Biden wins, he's going to give everything for free. Your dad's an idiot. At a dealership, LOL. Yeah. Basically, I think he's just going to do a test drive. But I don't know. Maybe he'll actually buy this car. But yeah, this is a different car than the one he claimed to buy the other week. When he's like, I just bought a $500,000 car. Okay, so you're buying another one this week? Okay. I still don't believe. And again, we've looked this up before. Tate kickboxer. What's his name? Andrew Tate. I always forget. Andrew Tate net worth. Andrew Tate net worth. Andrew Tate is an American-British kickboxer who has a net worth of $1 million. Andrew Tate was born in Chicago. So this says he has $1 million, but I've seen estimates between 1 and 6 million. So last week he's saying he bought a $500,000 car, and this week he's looking at yet another incredibly expensive sports car. So if his net worth is actually $6 million, and I'll be generous and say that the highest estimate is correct, $6 million, and he's consistently buying this stuff, then he'd be broke. Except I don't think he's actually buying this stuff. I think he films a video buying stuff online, which he did. He didn't show us him actually ordering the thing. He just showed him filling out a form to buy a $500,000 car. And here, he might take a test drive, but I don't think he's actually going to buy the car. Maybe he will. I don't know how expensive this car is, but if he was actually going through his money at the rate he claims in his videos, then he'd be broke, or he will be broke very soon. Reminder that these videos are just an advertisement for his awful website. His website, which he shills to men, oh, you want to be a G like me? You should give me a bunch of money and I'll tell you how to be rich. It's not real, though. He's not as rich as he lets on. Which is why he lives in an Eastern European country, by the way, so he can buy a bigger McMansion because the dollars he have go further there. I forget where he lives. It's some Eastern European country. I don't remember which one. Let me look. Let me see if it says. I know there was one video about Biden that it was relevant because he was saying that Biden was interfering in the government or something where he lives and trying to promote legalization of gay marriage, which I guess Tate's against. Let me see if I can find it. It'll be the one with Joe Biden in the thumbnail. Or I can just Control F. Biden. There we go. Joe Biden encouraging gay marriage in Romania. I assume promoting the legalization. So Tate lives in Romania because spending power is, how do I put this? A dollar goes further in Romania than it does in the US or the UK. So we can buy stuff for cheaper. So he's rich, but he's not rich. You know what I mean? He was a successful kickboxer. He's basically a pimp to a bunch of women who do online stuff for him. But other than that, he's not like $100 millionaire. He probably has between $1 and $6 million. So he's doing well for himself. I assume if he is actually reasonable with his money, he will continue to increase his wealth over time. Because after a certain point, it's easy to make money. That's kind of how you win capitalism, is get enough that the money makes more money on its own. But nonetheless, he's not as rich as he tries to come off in these videos. It's a scam to get men who watch these videos to think that if they give him money, they'll be as successful as him.
So you went and did it. You just bought a Bugatti Chiron. You know how I feel?
And again, just like the video, like a week or two ago, where he says he bought the $500,000 car, we don't actually see him make the purchase. We just saw some footage of him in a dealership, which, hey, especially, I'm sure Tate owns a couple really nice cars. I think we've seen him in some videos. I don't know if he owns outright or if he leases them. I have no idea. And frankly, it'd be none of my business if he wasn't such a douchebag who flaunted his wealth constantly. But he rocks up in a pretty nice car. You can get a test drive, I'd imagine. We didn't even see him do a test drive, actually. We saw him go into the dealership and have them show him the interior of the car. Not a super high bar to be able to do that. I don't know what dealerships, I don't know what their bar is for letting people to come in and look at the cars. I'd imagine certain luxury brands might do some sort of check on you just to make sure you're not wasting their time. But nonetheless, Tate, we did not see buy that car. I have no reason to believe he actually bought it. Because even if he did, and here's the thing, even if he did, he would be an idiot. Because he just bought a $500,000 car last week, according to him, according to previous videos. And before that car even gets to him, he's supposedly buying this other sports car. I don't even know what a Bugatti costs. I'm going to spell this completely wrong.
Funny about the tools of capitalism.
Bugatti car. 2011 whatever. Price. Let's say 2020 because he was looking at a new car.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Got some bit messages. Hold on. Wind Chanter with a bit. But if I just work hard and work for the capital owners my whole life, they'll take care of me. I'm positive. Devious Chilster with 25 bits. I mean, are we sure any of those cars he drives are his? Tate totally seems like the guy who'd threaten his friends at gunpoint to let him use their cars for his videos to look cooler. I think he's rich enough that at minimum he's either renting or leasing the vehicles that he has. Starting at $3 million. No, Tate did not buy this $3 million car. He didn't. He did not. This one starts at $1 million. This one starts at $500,000. But I think the one he was looking at looks a little closer to this one. Here's a 2019 even. I don't think Tate bought this car either. Shockingly enough.
Tell me.
I don't feel like I've made it or like, yes, it's done or nothing. Do you know how I feel? I feel super motivated. Like, it's just begun.
There's nothing funny about the tools
You know what I'm
of
saying? I'm
capitalism.
33, bro. When I was 25...
Isn't $3 million like his entire net worth? It's half. The thing said his net worth was $6 million. And again, I'm not saying those things can't be wrong, but I think it's at least a place to start. And again, considering he lives in like Romania, it seems to me he's trying to stretch his money as much as possible. He has roommates that are with him constantly. I feel like if I had that much money, I wouldn't have roommates. Why would I have roommates if I had that much money? So I think him and some other friends who probably are relatively well off bought a McMansion in Romania so they can act like they're ballers. They were renting or leasing some expensive sports cars so they can live this fakey rich life that they think they should have, even though they don't have the money to sustain it in actuality, in the real world.
I was fucking broke. When I was 22, I didn't even have a car. I'm 33, bro. I just bought a fucking Bugatti cash. I bought this super fast 3 days ago, cash. 12...
So this looks like a Lamborghini or something, which he probably rented. I think he rented it.
Supercars. Like...
One hypercar now.
One hyper... Yeah, but like people buy cars like, oh, I've got a Bugatti. It's just begun. That's nothing. I've got plenty of money left. I've got plenty of ideas.
I feel like he's speeding. I'm bad at estimates, but I feel like on a city street, he's going too fast if you look at the window and how fast stuff's going by.
Plenty of work ethic. My blood's still on fire.
Yeah, there's no chance he bought that with cash. Even if he wanted to, I very much doubt a Bugatti dealership is gonna, like, handle over $1 million in cash for a transaction. Zero chance a reputable business is gonna do that. Like, they're gonna be like, I mean, I appreciate that, but can you get us like a certified check or something? Like, no store on the planet wants to hold on to that much liquid cash. They just wouldn't do it. Because what if they get robbed? I don't know. Like, you're not going to hold on to $1 million in cash.
I'll buy a yacht. 50 mil. Easy. What's 3 mil?
Weird that we haven't seen your yacht, Tate. It's almost like you can't afford a yacht. You're rent a sports car or lease a sports car rich. You're not own and maintain a yacht rich. I think that's a good way to distinguish the kind of rich Tate is. And that's the thing. Tate, even though he's not as rich as he claims, is richer than I'll ever be in my entire life. And that's fine. I'm not someone who pursues wealth in that way. As long as I have a comfortable place to live and I'm able to like feed myself and pay my bills, I'm happy. I don't need this constant idea of like climbing and building wealth. But Tate, even though he's probably pretty darn rich, he has enough money where his money's making money for him. I don't think he has a day job or anything. He's not happy with it. He has to continue to act and stretch his money to act as though he's richer than he already is, which is already obscenely rich. It's very strange.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
So if you get approved for a loan for a car from a bank, they give you basically a blank check. And as long as it's within the amount that you're approved for, you go to the dealership and you say,
There's nothing
I
funny
am
about the
buying
tools
this
of
car with
capitalism.
cash. And when you do that, when you make a deal with the dealership about what the price is, you take out the blank check and you fill it out. Now that is the bank paying in cash for your car.
And then you owe the bank.
And then you owe the bank.
Yeah.
So technically, if he had a blank check from a bank, he could say, oh, I'm paying it in cash. But it's still a loan.
Thrash me with 20 bits. Tate makes me think of Matthew Lesko, but with a leather jacket and a bad boy, and a bad boy. I don't know who Matt Lesko is. Let me look.
My hand's cold.
Not really. Oh, yeah, the question mark guy. I remember that guy. Yeah, Tate's a lot like this guy, but instead of wearing a question mark suit, he, puts on the airs of like a billionaire to act like he has all the money. Tate makes me think of oh, wait, no, I already read that. Sorry. Thank you to Island Scrub J for following. Welcome to the stream. He looks like the Riddler. Yeah, I'm a little surprised he never got sued by DC Comics. It's very Riddlery.
I thought they meant that Tate looked like the Riddler, but he really looks like, oh god, who's the bald dude from...
Lex Luthor?
Lex Luthor. I know things.
Tate would be like Lex Luthor's, oh boy, like spoiled nephew who doesn't know how to handle money, and he'd be like, he wouldn't be a Superman villain. He'd be like a Superboy villain, or like a villain of Crypto the Superdog. Like he'd be a villain for someone in the superhero Superman family, but he's not good enough to actually fight Superman.
3.3 plus tax. What, I mean, it's chump change.
It is.
Anybody should have a Bugatti. It shouldn't even be an achievement. I don't even feel like I've achieved anything. These people out here who can't buy a Bugatti need to look in the mirror, man. It's not even a fucking thing. I've just begun. Wait till you see where I am in a year from now. Year at a time, our life changes. 1 year. None of this 5-year plan shit. 1 year.
There's nothing
1 year
funny
ago, we had
about
2
the tools of
supercars.
capitalism.
Devious Chilster of 25 bits. Tate looks like Vin Diesel's jerkier, less successful younger brother who asks for money every once in a while to buy a Bugatti cash.
We had 2 supercars a year ago, bro.
Yep.
We had the Aston and the Lambo. Now we've got the 720S, the 812 Superfast, the 911 992, M5 fully custom, the F63 AMG, the Chiron.
Wasting money on that many cars would be a really dumb waste of money unless you literally have billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, the maintenance on those cars alone is going to be incredibly expensive, even if they just sit in a garage somewhere, like a temperature-controlled garage, which you should have if you're spending this much money. But, like, no way. I don't believe Tate for even a second. Kinetic Kirby 92, thank you for following.
I freaking love my car, and it is amazing and has, like, some cool features, and it's fully electric, and I didn't spend nearly as much as these cars. Like, I didn't even spend, like, a tenth.
Yeah.
And I love my car. So,
X6M.
I guess I
I
don't
can't
understand the point.
even remember the cars we have. I literally can't even remember. We bought cars for that rally that got crushed. We lost cars. And we're still sitting on so much money in the bank, bro. Buying the Bugatti. All it's done is piss me off. I need more money.
Well, we've had worse days.
There's nothing
Want to
funny
make
about the
money
tools of
online?
capitalism.
Read description. Oh boy, it's almost like this whole video was an ad for insecure men in order to get them to want to fill the void in their lives with wealth like Tate has.
That's why it was so short. It's literally an ad.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Another ad.
There's nothing funny about
God,
the
he's
tools of
trash.
capitalism.
Freaking out 99, I bought my car at a yard sale and it was a better investment. The Stellar Sea Cow. What is his accent even? I can't tell if he is Shav or American or an American trying to be a Shav. He's
So-
from the UK and he's lived in the UK and the US and now he lives in Romania.
He's British, and he's trying very, very, very hard not to sound British. He wants to sound American.
Yeah. Part of his gross persona. This is another thing where I think he just rented this car.
Yeah.
Like
Or
you
borrowed it from a friend so that he could do the donuts. And
Sure,
shit.
but you could rent a car like this and say, like, hey, we're filming a commercial with it and I need to do donuts. And they'd let you do that provided you bought, like, insurance and stuff. Like, I don't think that's out of the question. Which I think is
nothing
why
funny
they're
about
doing
the
it out
tools of
here in the middle of
capitalism.
nowhere. This is probably the safest place you could possibly do donuts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I couldn't imagine doing that to a car.
yeah.
I love my car.
The Stellar Sea Cow, homie said bruv. That's gonna make you sound like you sell loosely outside the Tesco. I have no idea what that means. Tate is a depressing individual. T8 MVP.
If that was actually his car, why would he put the license plate on there?
What do you mean?
Like, he was showing the license plate.
It is. It's Tate MVP.
Yeah.
It's Tate. It's a vanity plate.
Yeah, but why would you ever show what your license plate was on the internet
I
if
don't
it was
know.
actually your car? And it doesn't look like a true license plate.
It doesn't.
It looks like he just stuck that on
It
there.
does. It looks like it's a magnet or something. I don't know. I guess I don't know what Romanian license plates look like.
I'll send a picture of that to my the person in my cohort that is actually Romanian. Like, Anna Maria, is this for real?
There's nothing
that
funny
one
about
definitely
the
looks
tools of
different.
capitalism.
Like, it has a thing on the side. See? It has like a Romanian flag. Where did it go? I don't know.
And it's black background. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. Some places might have specific rules for that, though, where if you have a certain car, you might be able to color coordinate. I don't know. Send it to the Romanian person that you know.
Okay.
Wind Chanter, I think Tate is compensating for something. No, you don't say. Oops, didn't mean to do that. What else can we watch? We're done with Tate for now.